refresh. So how to do the HANA DB refresh here? It's a simple, same as like backup restore method only. So we'll take the backup of the system and restore it here. So why we have to perform the DB restore? So what is the importance to perform the DB restore? It's not the regular activity, rare case, maybe yearly once. So we will perform the DB refresh activities. We will perform it here. So what are the advantages to perform this DB refresh activities and why we have to perform the DB refresh activity? Right? Suppose example. So in a suppose like if you see in your landscape, you have the development system and the quality system and you have the production systems you have here. So development and quality only customization data, then same will be here, same will be here. But production we have the transactional data as well. Additionally, you have the transactional data also in production. Why? Because all the business users will connect to the production and they will do the transactions in the production itself only. They will do the transaction in the production itself only. That is the reason. So all the production users will use the production system. But here you have the additional data, transactional data we have here. To ensure successful testing and the consistency testing of the successful testing, we need to take the backup of the source and we need to restore the your quality or development system with the quality or development system with the production data here, right? So in that case what we have to do from the production side, so we need to take the full DB backup here. Why? Because production all the business users will run, the transaction. The transactions data will be generated here, it will stay in the production itself only, but business users will not connect to the quality and development team, so there is no transactional data here. But to perform the successful testing, consistency and everything, we have to maintain the similar data, whatever we have here, transactional data, similar data, we have to move to the quality and production. How to move it? As part of the refresh. There is no other way. Only refreshing the systems here, right? So in that case, what we have to do? Take the production system backup. So take the backup of the production system here, backup of the your production system. This is what we have to take it out, right? So when you take the backup here, all the data will come, configuration data, master data, and also the transactional data, everything will come as part of the backup, right? This backup, when you are moving to the quality, when you do the restore, same whatever the data, whatever the configuration is there, everything will come in the quality as well, right? So everything will come in quality as well here, right? So in that case, what we have to do, we need to do the some pre-steps, refresh free steps and refresh means backup and restore and post to refresh steps we have to perform it here. So what are the pre-refresh free steps we have to perform it here? Normally we will call it as the pre-refresh steps. Free refresh steps means take the full database backup, full DB backup of production here, full DB backup of production. Okay, this is what we have to do it here, full DB backup here, right? So this is what, so we have to take it out, move the backup files to the your quality location, quality either with back INT or manually using the file transfer methods can use it to transfer the files here. This is what we have to do it here, right? Once you done it, move it here, then take the full DB backup here. Once the full database backup is done, what we can do, we can so perform the free steps in quality system, QA system. What are the free steps means? So one is like we need to take the backup of RFC tables. That is a very, very important. Why? Because Production RFC destinations and host names are different. Quality RFC destinations and host names are different. So when you are doing the backup and restore it here, then all the production entries also, not only including transactional data, production entries also will come. Everything will come. But we don't need production entries. We need to delete after that, right? So then in that case, before that, you need to take the backup of the RFC tables. There, the RFC destination tables, you need to take it out. The next one is like a take UMR export, user master record, as using the SAP underscore user profile, just do the SCC8, then do the export of the user master records. Why? Because all the users will be exported. All the users will be exported here. That's what we have to do it here, right? Then, so on the backup of the RFC tables, profiles export, client export that we know, and also certificates in S Trust, SSO2, the certificates export, we have to take it out. The certificate exports, we have to take it out here. And also we have to take the printers, take printer devices also, we have to take the export. Printer devices also, we have to take the export here. Then next one, take the screenshot or screen capture of the license, license, transaction code, then license related information, then SMLG login groups, RG12 RFC server groups, then SM61 background job server groups, then SMQR, SMQS, SAP related transaction codes. These all are the SAP level you have to perform it. Why? Because you are doing the production restore with the quality. Then, so quality restore with the production backup. So whatever their production entries, everything will come to the quality. But everything will come means the destinations, host name, certificates, everything will change. Again, we need to delete, and we have to keep same as is as a previous how it was there. We have to keep it. Why? Because only we need the transactional data. Only picking the transactional data is not possible. In this case, SMQR, SMQS, SM61. So all the wherever you have you do the configuration, wherever you do the configuration, W20 IDOC profiles, W21 IDOC profiles, partner metadata. Then so we have the configuration tables like configuration. What left? Where we do the configurations, normal basis side. License, SMLG, RG12, 61, QR, QS, W20, W21, and etc. Some other transaction codes will take the backup here. So means screen captures. Take the WordPad, take the screenshot. After the restore is done, as part of the post activities, we have to perform the similar activities again. We have to do the reconfiguration here. Once done it, maybe if you want to take the any tables backup, or we want to take the so suppose like if you want to take the profile directory backup, you can take it out, and sec directory backup OS level, if you want to take it out, you can take it out. So all those things you have to take it out in the SAP level. You have to take all the information and everything, you have to take it out here, right? That is what we have to do it here as part of the pre-steps here, right? So here, to perform these pre-steps, maybe let's take any one of the system here. Let's take ECD. So here tables means SCC8, you can go, then take the user master record export first of all. Okay. So take the user master record export. All the users will be, including passwords also will be exported. Why? Because the production data is different, right? The production data is different. Now, when you restore it, all the production users also will come. Not only configuration users, their passwords, everything will come to the quality, but quality it's different. Then in that case, so we have to reset the, we have to retain the users. Then first of all, before we restore, just use the SCCA to export the data, right? This one you have to do that one, SCCA for exporting the data. You have to complete this one here, right? So it's processing. The data is getting exported here. Then RFC tables, create a transport of copies. Normally we discussed during the transport administration topic. So creation of the customization request, workbench request, transport of copies. So transport of copies dedicatedly for the refresh time we will.
Your voice is breaking actually.
Hello, sorry.
Yes. Your voice is breaking actually. Can you rejoin it, please?
Is it okay for everybody or same?
Yeah. It is. Now it is fine.
Okay. Okay, so here, so the transport of copies for the refresh time, we have to use it here. Why? Because some of the tables we need to take the backup, the configuration tables, not only screenshots, not only so profiles, OS level, some of the tables configuration also we need to take the backup here. In that case, so that kind of tables, so we can add to the transport of copies here. That kind of tables we can add to the transport of copies, we can add it to the here. So in that case, so just create the transport of copies, go to the edit mode, then use the syntax to do the transports, then RFC des. So this is one of the table for the RFC connections. So then there are the 4 tables total for the RFC. Then second one is the R3TR transport, TABU means so table, then RFC des, RFC doc, then R3TR and TABU, and also RFC des, RFC doc, RFC desti, not the desti, RFC attribute ATT R3BU. Okay, attribute. So there is a one more table docs here, doc T, there is a one more table. So like that, if you remember some more tables also as per company, it will change. Table exports, some companies they are the standard tables, they will export it. Some companies, some projects, they will take their company related some customization tables also, they will take the backup here. Some customization entries also we will take the backup here. Suppose example, some companies they will maintain the the G tables here, right? Some companies they will maintain the G tables for their data. That time their G tables we need to also retain. We need to retain the same G table. That time we can use the G tables. Suppose like example, for training data perspective, we have created the one the training data table we created. Here we have all the entries. So there is a testing is running. So all the training employees related data and everything we are maintaining in the one of the table in the SAP level we are maintaining here, right? This is what we have created the one of the page custom table we have created. We have created the fields like, so everything will be in the so database level it is storing here, right? So this kind of things are important. We don't need production data with this one. So that take the backup here. Take the backup of this kind of tables and everything. You can take the backup here, right? So like that. So suppose like if you have any other things also, you can take the backups here. So transport of copies. So it will take the backup of the tables and everything here. That's what we have to do it in the system here, right? So this way, take the tables backup, then release the transport request. Take the co-files and data files or really just take a note down of this transport request number. Why? Because after the restore is completed, we need to do the import. We need to do the import of the same transport request. So if you do the import, same data will be imported. So that production data will be gone, quality data will come again, right? So we have the RFC tables are there here. That's what we have to do it in the systems here. Like that, if you have any other tables, you want to create the separate request for other tables, you can create it, right? Like that, we have to create the table, all the backups. So like SMLZ, why? Because production, you will get the production entries here. We don't need. We need to delete. We don't need. Then we can take the screenshot now. After the production restore is done, everything will come like a p. Then delete everything and create the new one. Then like that RG12. This is also configuration and SM61 background job server groups, right? Then W20 IDOC partner profiles data, metadata partner profiles and everything, right? So W21 functional team related things. These two things are so like that. They are the some transaction codes where we will store the configurations. Take that one. And also AL11 also you can take the configuration, all the users directories. Sometimes what happens after the production restore, the production entries will come. We don't need production entries. We can delete it. But what is there previously, the development entries, then take the screen capture of these things, right? And also certificates, S trust, SSO certificates, also take the certificates export, then select the PSC, then go to the PSC and click on the export button. Then once the restore is done, then again do the import button. Like that we can do the all the configurations and everything. We can do the exports, right? Everything we can do the exports here. Once that is export and everything is done, stop the SAP system here. Just stop the SAP system. We can stop the SAP system here. Why? Because all the pre-checks are done. Everything you have taken the screen captures, all the configuration and everything. Then stop the SAP. Go to the database restore. You have to do it here, right? So right click on the system database, backup and recovery. You need to do the recovery of the tenant database, right? Why? Because all the data resides tenant DB only, right? Go to the backup and recovery the tenant database here, right? So then click on the next button. So you need to use the specific backup, data backup, which you have taken from the production, right? So that backup you have to use it here. That backup you have to use it here. You need to check what is the latest backup which is available, which is there here. That backup you have to use it here, right? So you can check it out while doing the recovery. System will be stopped status here. So recovery is running. If the database size is very huge, then it will take very longer time. It is a very less, then it will take very less time only. This procedure we know, backup and restore procedures. So it's done. Recovery is done, which means whatever the data is there earlier, all the data will come to the HANA data. Entire HANA database, it got changed. On top of this database, just assume there is a SAP is running. Then everything got changed now. Then once the restore is done here, then you can log into the system. You can log into the system here. Suppose like, so you restored the data with the NW1 system example. Okay. So then just you can log into the system. So first of all, you need to apply the license. So license you have to apply here as part of the post activities. Post activities here. Pre-steps you have done it. Then as part of the post activity, post means here post steps means after the restore is done. Restore we know we have done it. Now after the post restore steps here, enable the SAP star user. SAP star we know login / no _ SAP _ why? Because to apply the license we need to enable the SAP star. Okay. Then so enable the SAP star user and we can make the BTC work process to 0. Why? Because after the restore is done, jobs also will come like a quality jobs. So production jobs will be executed on the quality. It's one of the dangerous option. Then what we can do? We can make the background work process to 0 in order to not to execute on the quality, right? So reset HDB user store entries. Why? Because the production entries come, we can reset. Then start SAP without BTC work process, right? Then so login with the 000 client, login SAP star with the 000, apply the license. Apply the license, you have to apply S license transaction code. Once the license is, you apply the license, then so just log in with the production client, log in with the default client, either 100 client or default client, log in with the default client, pass the all the production jobs, BTC jobs, using report BTC TRNS1. There is a report. Using this report, we can pass the all the background jobs. We can pass it. Then jobs will stop executing. Then stop SAP. Stop SAP. So revert the BTC work process to BTC work process to original value. There is a document clearly step by step. I will share the document. Don't worry. BTC work process to so original value. Just you can revert the BTC value original value. Then start SAP. Then you can perform the whatever you have done the pre-steps, right? Take the RFC tables export, then import the RFC related transport, right? Then what next? Then so import the user master records, import it. Whatever the user master record you exported, again you can import the same system. Then you can just
is there any sequence to import the first UMR or then RFC TR? Is there any sequence, or we can import
first
in any
RFC tables you can import it, then TR UMR you can import next.
Okay.
Export there is no sequence, but importing time RFC tables first you can import. That is also not a problem. But first import the RFC tables, then import the UMR.
And
User master records.
many times, I have faced a issue in while after importing the RFC and after importing the user master, then the password of the we are faced the password of the password that maintained in the RFC get also deleted or may kind of some overwritten. So we have faced many issues that after importing the RFC table, the password overwritten. Actually, so manually reset the password of the every RFC connection. So is there any solution for this that after importing the RFC table, we do not need to reset the password of the FT
No,
connection?
normally you won't face this kind of issues actually. The passwords will stay as is. After importing the UMR, we will do the testing, right? I never faced this kind of issues actually. So maybe which tables are you exporting here? Same tables?
Yeah, same tables. I have a RFC. There are 7 to 8 tables related to RFC table. So I have done the I have done the system refresh activity 2 3 times, but every times I have faced this issue
Oh,
because
strange.
after
Normally, here in our case, we have only 4 tables actually. In our organizations are in the last couple of every time, every month, 2 3 refreshes I will perform it. So every month, why? Because my project is like this only, very big landscape. So in the earlier experience also we done many times, but I never faced any issues. If anything wrong, what I will do, I will re-import the UMR again. Re-import the
okay
UMR again. It will set everything.
okay. You
So
that
after
means
importing
UMR.
the UMR, so there is a post-processing activity. Are you doing that one?
Yes. Uh, Actually, I'm asking that after UMR basically stores the user data and also the password also. It stores the password and your ID also.
Yeah, UMR means whatever the user having the user ID and password, same user attributes, user groups, and user ID, password, authorizations, roles, everything will be exported. When you are importing, everything will be imported. Then, so in the RFC tables also, you are importing the RFC tables also, right? Then user ID password is saved in the RFC tables also. So after importing the UMR, then RFC destinations will start working out.
UMR basically stores the UID and password of the quality users. That means users created in quality system. But many
Right.
RFC connections belongs to the different system. Okay, and their RFC connection contains the UID which belongs to a different system. Okay, like if we can, there is one RFC which is connected from the ECC to the CRM system. Okay, but the ECC quality UMR contains the UID of the ECC quality system,
ECC
not the
only.
CRM
ECC
system.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah, ECC only.
So
ECC only.
if we make connection from ECC to CRM, then in ECC system there is a UID. Then that UID belongs to the CRM system, no? So how can that stores in the UMR? Because I have faced I have done the 2-3 refresh activity. Every time I face this issue.
Maybe you guys are following the different procedure. So what is the like? Do you have any Excel or points how you are doing the sequence? Then I can see what is the wrong here.
Yeah. Okay. I will connect and separate. Okay.
Yeah,
In
maybe if you just share your like how you are
yeah, yeah.
following,
Yeah, I will
then maybe
share
we can
the
see the what is
RFC table
missing.
details. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
In our organization, normally monthly two refreshes we will perform it. At a time we will perform the quality systems means so ECC quality, BW quality, CRM quality, ZRC quality, all the four systems we will do the refresh. Each person I will take the two, each person one. So then we will do the refresh activities. So we will follow the same standards. We will follow it. We never faced any issues also refresh time. Similar
Okay,
steps we
okay.
will use it here. So revert the original, apply the license, import the RFC related TR. So then import the UMR, then import the printers. So then these are all the normal certificates. So import the certificates.
Okay, okay, okay.
So import the certificates. Then uh, if any other then finally maybe if you want to do the BDLS conversion, maybe the source schema, like the logical systems are different, source and target, the production, then we need to use the BDLS is the one of the logical system conversion we have to execute. This is very important, guys. Logical system conversion. In case of you are following the different approach, suppose like production logical system is different, quality logical system is different, then in this case you need to run the logical system conversion. This will take very longer days, longer time, and maybe days as well, 1 or 2 days also, depends upon the data. Why? Because production we have the, suppose like production we have the production logical system, quality logical system in the tables. So whenever you refresh the restore the data of the production to quality, the production logical system will come to the quality. So then in this case, so in that case, so we need to convert this production entries in the quality to quality entries. You need to convert it here. So in this case, BDLS conversion, you have to execute it here. That's what we have to do it. Suppose example, let's take here. First of all, as soon as you log in, just go to the license, apply the license. In case of license is required, just you can apply the license of the system here. Just you can apply the license here. Okay. So once the license is applied here, then you can log in. First, suspend the background jobs here using the BTC TRNS1. There is a report. Using this report, you can suspend the all the background jobs. So production jobs will be suspended. You can check in the SM37 whether the all the jobs are suspended or not. So just to you can check everything should be the suspended status here. So suspended. So everything is suspended. Only these things are released here. So remaining all are suspended here. So then you can go to the SMLG, then delete the your entries and configure the product your production quality entries. Then certificates, go to the yes trust SSO2. Then there you can do the import of the certificates. Just to go to the edit mode, whatever the PSC you exported, just click on the import the PSC. Once that is done, license and everything you have done it, then go to the SCC7, then import the RFC tables and everything. You can import it here. So this whatever that user master records you have done it, just import the user master records. Once done it, so then uh, perform the post processing activities in SE06. SE06 here. So you cover from the database copyright, just perform the post processing activities here. What is the source? What is the target? It will, you can change it here, the settings here. Then reconfigure the STMS. Why? Because production, after the production, everything will be gone. After the restore, again, you have to do the reconfiguration of the STMS. Then check the BD54 logical system destinations, how the logical systems are there. If it's required, then you can reconfigure the destinations. You can import the transports. Then once this is completed, whatever you have done it pre-steps, everything you need to rework on that part again here. So finally, once everything is done, so then go to the BDLS here. So BDLS, it is for the logical system conversion here. It's a very, very, very important step. Here, what we have to do, production entries. Suppose like, so NWP is the production entries. You have moved to the here. Then you can convert that production entries to the logical system naming convention, how we have there. So that one, you can change it to the whatever the logical system you have the production, so that entries you can convert it here. Okay, suppose example here. So whatever the entries you have, so just run this, remove it here. Tables, what tables you want to update it. If you put star by star, all the tables will come. All it will take very longer duration. Maybe you can type like A star tables to the C star. Like you can split it out. You can split the logical system conversions like A star, B star, C star, something like that. All the tables will be updated with the, so your original is this one. It will update it with the new logical system like so something like this, it will be updated here. See, it is updating. So whatever the entries it is updated, it will tell you what are the tables it checked, all the information it will be updated here. So like that logical system conversions will happen here. So this one we have to execute in the systems here at last. Before we hand overing, we have to execute this one last here. Then you can delete the, so any cleanup is required, old background jobs or anything, you can do the delete the. Suppose like application logs, you can delete it here. Application logs, you can delete it here. So then, so SLG2, and also you can delete the old background or old background like RS, BTC, del2, deletion of the background jobs. Why? Because all the production jobs will come. So the completed jobs are not required. Completed jobs are not required. So we can delete that completed jobs. So which are older than 14 days or 0 days. Why? Because production jobs are not required in the quality system. Just you can delete that production jobs here. Everything will be deleted. So all the completed jobs, finished jobs, everything will be deleted here, right? These all are the completed and production jobs here. These all jobs we have deleted till today, whatever we have completed, right? Like that, you can do the some cleanups. So suppose like if any SOST entries, so inbound, outbound entries or anything is there, you can also delete those entries here. So like that, so cleanups we can perform it. Finally, once everything is done, hand over the system to the business functional team. They will do the validations and everything. This is what we have to do it as part of the refresh activity, DB refresh activities. Okay, there is a clear document is there. So I will share the so document so that clearly step by step screenshots are mentioned, I guess, in the document. We can just go through it here. Okay. So normally the experienced people, higher experienced people, they will perform this kind of activities. Why? Because it's a very clearly we need to perform these activities and everything here. Clearly we have to perform these activities. So otherwise something goes wrong, it will, something goes wrong here. So entire system will be corrupted. That is the main thing here. So clearly we have to perform these activities and everything here. Okay. So yeah, that's it for this refresh. And one more small topic here. HANA memory areas here. SAP HANA memory management. I can say memory management here. This is a small topic here. Normally, if you see here, maybe here they have the HANA used memory, resident memory. So we have the memory areas are there here. So what is this exactly? My used memory is there, resident memory is there. Resident memory is very high and used memory is very less. What exactly it mean? How the memory will take it from HANA here, right? So this diagram will help you to understand the how the memory management will be. This is the, take example, this is the your RAM slot here. In the RAM slot, this is the RAM slot here. This is the RAM slot here. Okay. So this is the RAM slot. So now HANA, when you install the operating system, when you install the on top of the hardware, if you install the operating system, this is the OS used one. OS will use the some amount of memory, like OS plus programs, other program, OS and other programs will occupy the some amount of memory. Why? Because operating system also written into the language. So it definitely it should also occupy the some amount of memory, right? So that is the OS memory. Then on top of this one, we will install the HANA database. On top of this one, we will install the HANA database here, right? HANA database. This is the HANA. This is the HANA here. So this is for the HANA. I can say like this green is like a HANA. HANA will use, right? So this is the HANA memory, HANA. Then here, so this is the free memory, free physical memory. Why? Because when you install the HANA database, always it will not use the 100% of memory. It will also give some free memory to the OS. OS will use the this free memory. OS will use the this free memory here, right? This is the free memory. So how can I remove this one? Is there any possibility? This background field. No, I guess. Okay. So this free memory here, right? This is for the HANA. This box is like a HANA memory here. So now entire your physical memory, this is entire your physical memory. Physical memory. This is your physical memory here, right? And entire your physical memory. This is OS using the memory. This is the SAP HANA using the memory, and this is the free memory. Okay, this is clear. Up to here we have the clear here, right? So now when you install the HANA database here, when you install the HANA database here, HANA also will use the HANA also contains the some code and programs. HANA also by default it will use the some tables and data memory, and also the database management memory, database management free HANA memory. This is like a and free DB memory here, right? This is entire HANA memory. So like suppose example, this is the free free memory for HANA. This is for HANA. Okay, free pool for HANA. This is the DBMS, database management will hold the some amount of memory for the temporary store the data and everything. This is the table data. This is the tables data, column store table, HANA data and everything. This is the HANA code. HANA also written into the C++ language. HANA also will use the code plus stack data. It will use it here. Codes and stack will be use it here, right? So this box, entire box is like a HANA. This entire box is like a HANA box here. This is entire box is like a HANA box. But in the HANA, by default, it will use the this memory. By default, when you install it, it will use it. But there is a DBMS also will use it here, and free memory. And this is a OS level free memory here. This is our OS level free memory here. So entire this box, this plus this one is called the HANA used memory. HANA used memory. HANA used memory. Entire this is called the HANA used memory here. Right? HANA used memory. HANA used memory. This plus this. Entire this is called the HANA used memory. Why? Because by default, but no, not the free, not this one, not this one. Sorry. Why? Because it's a free is there. Free, how it will come to the used memory? This one, both this one will come like a HANA used memory from here to here. This will come like a used memory here. HANA used memory here. Okay, HANA used memory. So then HANA used memory code and stack. Okay, this is a free HANA free memory. This is the OS free memory. This is the HANA used memory. That is fine here, right? So then Then resident memory. Now you can see the one more memory is called the resident memory. Resident memory means so OS plus HANA. OS plus entire HANA means this plus I can say so this plus and this entire this is called the resident memory. That's why resident memory is bigger than used memory. This is called the resident memory. So that's why you see here resident memory is the very big here. So why? Because it's a OS plus operating system plus HANA used plus HANA free plus everything will use it here, right? OS plus HANA used plus HANA free plus and so OS. So this HANA so HANA free entire this one using called the this one called the resident memory. This is the HANA used memory. HANA used memory. Currently, whatever the HANA is using, that is called the used memory here, right? So this memory. So this is the OS free memory. This is called the OS free memory here, right? So this is called the HANA memory. How the HANA will use it like this is the way here, right? So here, what will happen here in case of HANA? This is the free memory. Whenever the new data comes, it will use the free pool memory and everything will use it here. Whenever free pool come, whenever the new free pool memory, it will use it here. In case this HANA, this free memory is not exist, here, then it will start consuming the OS level memory. In case of HANA free memory is out, then it will start using the HANA free OS level free memory. When HANA start using the OS level free memory, at any point of time, your system will go hung status. Why? Because so your free memory is done, HANA free memory, OS level free memory also over, then what will happen? Your OS will get stuck. Correct? Your OS will get stuck here. So that's what it will happen. Sometimes why the operating systems will go hung status for some time means this is the reasons. This is the reason. Sometimes your operating systems will go stuck status here. That's the main thing here. Okay. So why? Because memory, we have not configured any memory parameters. Then definitely it will stuck. It will stuck for some time here. That's the what it will happen in the systems here. Okay. So if you see here, 3-G used memory less. Then so available memory 29. So only less is using here, right? So which means total 35 GB. So total 35 GB RAM slot. In that by default OS also will use the some amount of memory. Then immediately 35 GB will not come to the HANA. Only in that 30 GB only few 30 will come here. Then remaining in 30 it will come to the 23 GB is you allocated. Then 23 GB remaining will be 7 GB is allocated to the free OS memory. Like that we have to segregate it here. This way HANA will work, right? So now resident memory, first physical memory is the very big one. That physical memory we have split it into the resident memory. Then HANA used memory. That very small memory is the HANA used memory. Then OS used memory, HANA used memory, then resident memory, then physical memory. Okay, this is the HANA. This way HANA memory management will works. Okay, confusion, questions, anyone? Okay, so that's it for the memory management and HANA. And so we will have a one more session on this Friday, not Friday, this Saturday. So meanwhile, you can brush up all your things like from we'll have a
cover the HANA cockpit.
HANA cockpit. We are not covering, right?
Okay.
We are not
If
covering the
possible,
HANA cockpit.
if possible,
So I need to.
it is better to overview the HANA cockpit also.